Welcome to my boat. It's your boy Andrew, and we're ready to see some boats and some docks.
Welcome back, guys, to the Miami Boat Ramps channel. This time it is your host, Broncos Guru, and man, we are at 79th, and I want to tell you guys that maybe this was a holiday weekend or something, but no, this is just your average Sunday afternoon down here at 79th. This is one of the reasons this ramp gets so crazy. The amount of traffic we have here is just absolute insanity. I gotta thank Andrew and his crew for sending us the opening clip there, but if you guys ever want to do a Miami Boat Ramp shout out, get your crew together, do one, and send it to us at miamiboatramps@gmail.com or over on our Facebook page, and maybe we'll put your clip on here. And what in the world are these guys doing? I thought he was grabbing a bag, but he grabbed a dog. But he's treating it like a suitcase and tosses it in the boat. And when you're over there on Facebook, be sure to follow our Facebook page as well. We post daily clips over there, stuff you guys never even see on this channel. And this crew's just kind of been hanging out. I'm assuming they're waiting on somebody to get down here to the dock. So they've kind of just been hanging out, waiting on somebody to show up, it appears. Because they've just been idling. Oh, her jam came on. She's having a good time. Oh, nope, having a little bit too much of a good time. Have to cut this out. So the person this crew's waiting on has showed up here at the dock, but man, it's just so busy down here. Everybody's struggling, waiting to get a dock. There's actually a lineup of boats waiting down to get onto docks here today. But our crew's gonna make the approach and see if they can get her on here. And we've got the, oh, she goes for the leap, and she makes it on. And this crew will be able to get out of here, but yeah, they were just kind of hanging out, waiting on a friend to get here, but it's, once again, like the line we saw at the beginning of this, it is absolutely nuts the amount of boat traffic we have down here today. But one of the nice things about this boat traffic, and one of the reasons there is so much, is the weather's perfect. The wind's hardly blowing, there's not really a current, which is kind of making life easy for most of these people down here at the ramp today, even with the amount of traffic. And this should give you a good example of the amount of traffic we're seeing here today. So we've got one boat, two boats that you can see right here. There's a third boat over to the right. There's actually two more over to the left, all floating, waiting on docks. And that's not including the boats that are floating in the channel waiting on docks. But once again, the weather was just perfect today, and it kind of brought everybody out in droves. I'm guessing this skis probably broke down because they've kind of been letting it bang off the boat. So I'm assuming they're just trying to tow this thing in. Everybody's still, they're just kind of jockeying for docks. And it looks like the boat over here on the right is going to go ahead and try and come off on the end cap here. And they're going to try and back onto it. When it gets busy down here, you do have to become inventive a little bit on finding ways to get yourself onto the dock. Because one of the tricks here, even if I can just get somebody off of this boat, I can hopefully get a trailer down on the ramp and kind of claim a position. But they're backing on. And, oh, Cap left the helm, but the boat's in gear. He's got to go back. And man, they thought they were on the end cap for a second. Cap started to walk back down because he thought it was done. Don't let the rope get caught in the prop either. She's going to pull it out, and we should be okay on this one. But Cap thought he had it, left the helm, but the boat was still in forward gear. And when he left the helm, the boat just pulled away from that end cap. But these guys should be able to tie this one off this time. But once again, this is one way to get yourself on the dock, especially on a busy day where everybody's kind of sitting here waiting for an open spot. And this is our same crew that had the dog earlier. Now, I don't see the dog running around on the boat this time, but they are coming back in, and I gotta imagine our dog's somewhere. Maybe he's down in the cabin. But these guys are finding themselves in the same spot as everybody else down here at 79th today, kind of just waiting on a position to open up. And he sees his shot, and he's gonna go ahead and take it. And it's not been a whole lot of action with this stuff down here today because, as you can see from the trees in the background, there's really just no wind. And so, kind of like any dock, when you get a nice calm day with no wind and current, things become a whole lot easier, even with the increased boat traffic. It's not been anything wild. Now, I could only imagine if that wind was ripping down here today, with the kind of traffic we have today, it'd be absolute insanity down here. But I still imagine the same thing. If the wind was ripping, we wouldn't see quite the same amount of boat traffic because the bay would be a little rougher, and of course offshore would be a little rougher as well. Right now, most of these guys that we see here can absolutely get offshore and have a good time today. So our guy's kind of missing a little bit though, even without the current. And this is a tough spot to be in, actually. So he's kind of got himself off of 3. And sometimes you'll find when you're in a boat like this, he's trying to keep himself close. If you miss, it's tough to get yourself back over. You almost have to pull all the way back off this dock and readjust. And we can see the struggle's real right here. I mean, I'll be shocked if he's able to get over to 3 without pulling back out on this thing, because it's just all of a sudden he's gotten himself just to that point where he's just a few feet off and he just can't get over there. So he's going to get the bow turned in, and if he brings it in hard, he should be able to get it up there on this one. Wifey at the bow should have a line. She probably could have made a toss on that. But instead, Cap's going to keep trying to get the boat pushed over. But right here, that stern's coming out. He's actually going to pull this boat further away. He's going to have to bring the bow heavy in to make this work. Oh, now he's really pulled off. One of the easiest situations you can do here when you find yourself in this spot where you just can't quite get over, really it is, is pull yourself all the way back out and just reapproach. Because right now he's on his 4th, I believe, reset up here, and he's not really getting any closer. He really needs to start back up. There we go. So now we're backing further out where we can actually get an approach lined up and set up. And we're going to complicate things a little bit now because we've got another vessel. Oh, he's still a little heavy on the throttle, coming in a little hot. But we're going to complicate it by adding another boat as well. Now with the second vessel in here, both captains are going to have to keep it a little bit under control. And these jet boats, we already know, like to have a little bit of fun around the dock anyway. So our captain's trying to approach in on 3. He's trying to come in a little bow hard. And it looks like Wifey's trying to get a hold of somebody here on the dock so she can give a line toss. And there we go. She's going to get a line toss, and we got a line on. So somebody's going to start pulling him in. But, oh no! He hit the reverse. Are we going to get the stern high five? No, we're going to get the save from the Yamaha jet boat here. He's going to come give him a light push off. And we got a couple dock hands up here now that are definitely going to help our captain get it over. And I'm kind of surprised they struggled as much as they did. Once again, with the wind and current being as light as it is today, most of our boats have had a pretty easy time setting this up. But when I saw that jet boat come in there, I knew it was going to be a little bit more complicated, because sometimes those jet boats can get a little squirrely around the dock down here as well. But our captain and his wifey are going to get it set up, and I still don't see the dog anywhere. It's got to be running around down here somewhere. I'm sure we'll see him pick it up like a briefcase here shortly, but it looks like they're going to get tied off, and they're going to be able to get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. And as we mentioned, go follow us on Facebook as well. Thanks for watching.